Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Mye Life. On this channel, I talk about life after 40, life as a single mother, life as an entrepreneur, and life as a believer on a true faith walk. So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe and hit the bell because I will be bringing you more content, okay? In today's video. So I've had questions about where is he? Where is her father? That's what a lot of y'all want to know. Where is Serenity's father? So, for those that don't know, I am a single mother of a beautiful 11-year-old daughter. Her name is Serenity Meeks, and she is the love of my life. And I've I've raised her by myself with the help of my mother, but no, that's my child. And let me take you down memory lane, okay? So when I met Serenity's father, we didn't date long because, why didn't we date? Well, I know why we didn't date long. Initially when we met, I sought after him because in my salon, like I said, it was Salon Suites, and he would go to another barber down the hall, and I'd see him walking down the hallway, and I'm like, I want to meet him. And so usually when I say, I want to meet somebody, it usually happens because I'm all about speaking things into existence. I have to tell y'all all about that. But yeah, if I speak something, it's most likely, and I believe it, it's going to happen. Long story short, I introduced myself and we exchanged numbers, we text, we talked, went on a couple of dates. He was very lovely at the time, and we had a lot in common. He loved music, I love music. So there was a lot of common interest. But I noticed that there was a shift, and I don't know if that shift was because of me or what, but I just know that there was a shift. There was a slight change. I do know, and I am guilty, that I am a relationship person. So if somebody is not trying to be in a relationship, then you probably don't want to date me, because I know, well, back then, let me clarify. Back then, I was really into wanting to be in a relationship because I was 29, 30. I was 30. I was fine as wine. I was in the best shape of my life. I did well for myself as far as financially, provided for me, and I was having fun. But in order to have fun and enjoy somebody and bring somebody in, like, it's a two-way street. You don't want to just be happy by yourself. Okay. But anyway, so that's that. And there was a disconnect, and we started fighting, arguing, and it started to become unhealthy. But within that unhealthiness, there was a pregnancy. And so I was so angry at him when I found out I was pregnant. He wouldn't even answer my phone call. Yeah. So I had to legit text him because he was out partying a lot. He was out with his friends. And so I had to text him. And I'm older than he is, but I was like, oh, this is going to be trouble. This is going to be trouble. So once we finally came together, I had to sit down and think, and I was like, well, I'm older. I can handle this responsibility. If this is something you're not ready for, just let me know. So I legit gave him an out. I said, look, if this is something that, you're not ready for, I know you're starting your career and you got your whole life ahead of you. So if you don't want to be a part of this child's life, I get it, because we really weren't on good terms, and I would rather you just be out versus in and out. But he said, no, I want to do this. I'm gonna be supportive. I'm gonna be there, yada yada yada. So I'm just gonna leave that there. And we're gonna fast forward to me having Serenity. I'm in the hospital early. Matter of fact, she came 7 weeks early because I was under so much stress due to him and other reasons. And yeah, he decided he wanted to take a work trip during the birth of our child, and he left. So when I delivered Serenity, it was me and my mama. My mama was right there. She had to come through emergency C-section because of the stress. The doctor legit told me it's you or the child. So of course I'm like, we'll take the baby. My mama can take care of it. And so when they say about the death rate in black mothers giving birth, that's true. That's very true, because I was on my deathbed trying to have that child. But God saw otherwise, and he kept me here, and I'm here. So I'm here, she's here, my mama was there, but he was not there. So my friends, my family, everybody was in the waiting room. Obviously, I'm still knocked out. And so I do remember them telling me that it was a big production when he came, and my aunt was like, well, she done had the baby. And he went ballistic. It was just like, oh my God. It takes two of my homeboys to reenact that moment, because obviously I don't know, I wasn't there, but I just know there was a lot of running up and down the hall, sliding down the wall, and the theatrics. So if any of y'all know about Serenity being an actress, like a legit actress, she gets it from him. So anyway, that happened, and I'm thinking, oh, he feels bad. He's going to be a part of this child's life. But that was just not the case, unfortunately. And I was able to go home. The baby she stayed in the hospital in NICU for about a month, and I will not forget. I believe she was home. I don't know. A lot of that was a blur, but she may have been at home. She may still have been in the NICU. I'm not sure, but all I do remember was there was a knock on the door, and there was a bag of like onesies and some wet wipes, and he was on the first thing smoking back to California, which is where he's originally from. So I was like, whoa. And my mom, being the savvy detective, you ain't gonna mess with my baby type person, she had to go online, and she saw on Twitter that he was leaving. So he just up and left. He didn't let us know, nothing. And so that pretty much set the stage for the relationship between Serenity's father and herself. I must admit, I was angry for a long time. I held a lot of resentment, because I just didn't understand how a human being could do this to a child and to me. We don't have to be together, but how could you, it was just flat out cold. No matter what I've done, and I ain't no telling what I did at that time, being pregnant and all that stuff, I don't know. But whatever I did, I would never leave like that. So there were times, like, I think the first time he met her, like officially met her when she can like be coherent and talk and stuff, I think she was 2.5, 3. He flew down, they met. So of course, every time he would say he was going to do something, I'm thinking, oh yeah, he's going to do this. And it wouldn't happen. But he did come and meet her. She was about 2.5. We met at the mall. And because it was to the point where we have like a male Siri on our phone. So anytime we call Siri, it's a male voice. She was talking to Siri. So anyway, she met him at 2.5, 3. I'm thinking, oh, this is the beginning of their relationship, right? No. So I can't even go into the in and outs and the back and forths, but I will say this. Once I got over the fact that, okay, I need to heal from what this person did to me, and I need to not only get over it, but I need to forgive him. So once I became that person to be able to forgive him for what he did to not only me, but to Serenity, I was freed of that stronghold. And now I'm looking at the situation differently, because I'm okay. I am okay. But I'm looking at my daughter, and she's not okay, because there's these false promises, these false hopes. She at one point, she really believed that her father would come back around, but he really hasn't. He is literally in and out. We don't even know where he lives right now. Each time we try to like reconnect, she was trying to follow him on Instagram, but he blocked her. Um, and that's a whole, yeah. So anytime she's tried to become close to him, he'll give her so much and then he'll walk away. Why? I don't know. He's told me on occasions that his anger towards me made him resent her. I mean, that's possible. Now that he's married now with a child of another child of his own between he and his wife, and I remember him calling me, telling me, "Man, I don't know how you do it as a single mom. I just have to do it." You left me no choice but to just do it. Like, I was willing to co-parent with you, all the things, but no. So anyway, as a single mother, you can't harp on what could have been. You just have to understand the reality of what is, because it is what it is. They did what they did, and that was their choice. Is that right? No. Does it make it hard for you as a parent while bringing this child up on your own? Absolutely. It has been very challenging as a single. I never dreamed a day in my life that I would be a single mom. I had the picture perfect plan of my family, and none of that happened. But it's okay, because the beautiful life that we have created between Serenity and myself, I wouldn't trade for the world. And honestly, it's his loss, because I've seen so many beautiful moments. This child is gorgeous. She's smart. She's brilliant. She's very caring. She cares about people. She's a beautiful child and blessed. And so I'm blessed to call her my daughter. And it's sad that he was not able to enjoy the journey with me as her father. But, it is what it is. In life, we have choices and we make our own decisions. I can't make those decisions for him. Neither can she. Because at one point when she was able to communicate with him herself, I took my hands off and I was just like, look, here's his number. You can call him anytime. She would call him. He would not answer, So there's a certain point where she's like, Mommy, why am I not good enough? And I have to have that conversation, And now that she's 11, preteen, and she's got little crushes, my fear in the beginning of her, wanting to date or, having crushes was she was going to pick somebody just like him. Fortunately, my prayers, good, thank you, Lord, have been answered. She keeps her eyes on men that are the complete opposite. And as I was bringing her up, I have a lot of male friends, and I have a lot of male friends that have beautiful wives and beautiful families. I've purposely kept her around them so she can see that our family unit is one way, which is fine. But then there are other family units with a mommy and a daddy and children where if this is what you want, baby, you can get it. You can get it. So I don't want her to think that all men are like her father, because they're not. So I can't pin that on everybody, but that's just our experience and what we have gone through. So to answer the question, where is he? I don't know, child. He's somewhere in Atlanta, living his best life with his wife and beautiful child. And I just hope that one day he comes around. I really do. Not only for Serenity's sake, but for his sake. And, she has a little brother she's never met. So, yeah, I think people have wanted to know this story. And here you go. I'm transparent. I'm as transparent as they get. And you wanted to know. So here you go. That's the story in a nutshell. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, which is for real, you can click that like, subscribe, and hit the bell. because I'll have more content. I'll have more information coming your way. If you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. And I got you, boo. So y'all have a super blessed day. Until next time, peace.